Hello, this is Dead Hamster, and this will be Chapter 6 in the new tutorial series covering the new features for Tarmac version 5. In this chapter, we'll be covering the Section View tab, which will allow you to select which objects get drawn and how the course layout is designed. So, looking here at the tab, it is the third tab over. You'll notice that you'll have a drop down which will list the sections for each one we created. In our course we created 2. If you have more for a more complex course, there will be more. There's also a drop down for the 4 cardinal views, north, east, south, and west. And then depending on which drop downs you select, the program has automatically selected a list of objects which it knows needs to be drawn based on that position. You'll see that, for example, in Section 1 North, this red flashing area represents the surface map of Section 1, all the geometry that makes up Section 1. And if I was in Section 1, and this is the north direction, I wouldn't be able to see this object here that's flashing in white now. And since I wouldn't be able to see it, the game has automatically pulled that out. Now it does a very rough calculation. Chances are you will need to do a good amount of manual culling. The way that we do that is by highlighting an object with the small cursor. You could see the orange dot on the screen next to the mouse. Highlight an object, right click, and it will remove it from the scene. If you highlight the object and right click again, it'll add the object back in. And you can notice on the left hand side that a checkbox can also be selected to add or remove the object from the scene. The view only updates if the mouse is highlighting it. This helps save a bit of CPU cycles. So make sure that whenever you make an adjustment, you put the mouse back into the window to see those updates. Now, when making selections to add or remove objects, you can also hold the Shift button and it will only deselect without adding new objects back in. Now, letting go of Shift, I can again add objects. This will be good for deselecting a large number of objects in mass. Again, often you'll need to deselect a large portion of the level, and this will make that that process a bit quicker. The total number of faces and objects is listed down below. In general, again, we're trying to keep the polygon counts roughly around 1,500, and this will make sure that the level is still playable appropriately for multiplayer on console. If that's not a concern of yours, you can certainly go higher than that. But ideally, each section and each view should have no more than 1,500 polygons at most. This covers everything for the section tab. In the next chapter, we'll be covering the surface tab and applying the different properties to the different objects in the scene. Until next time, as always, you guys take care.